Okay, so this is part 2. I was unceremoniously cut off. I guess you only have like 15 minutes to complete your video, which, you know, I was thankful for that, because when I went into this thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to say all that I need to say in a minute? Because I kind of like to ramble, you know. I'm kind of like Drew Barrymore in that respect, or Adam Sandler. But and I actually like those two. I don't understand why people that don't like those two. I think Adam can get a little annoying, but I admire his genius. His movies are good, I think. I mean, they're supposed to make you laugh, and he accomplishes it. And then Drew Barrymore, she's just supposed to be cute and bubbly, and she's a Pisces, so of course I like her. So I was mentioning that I was going through my car and I found some cool stuff. Because, yeah, I always find cool stuff in my car, because usually I buy stuff and then it never makes it into the house. So I got Taylor Swift's deluxe edition album, only to be surprised when I opened it and realized, whoa, how cool. She has postcards, or not even postcards, Polaroids, as part of her album. So I think there was like, I want to say there was, what am I holding? 8. So 4. I think they have like 14 postcards. So I picked like 4 that I thought would represent her, and 4 that would represent him best. And I would like to share them with you now. Show and tell. This would be... oh, yeah. Okay, this is her portion. So this one's for you. I don't know if you can see this. This one says, "We never go out of style." The minion. Loves a game you want to play. This love left a permanent mark. And finally, I think she's sitting in front of New York. So obviously this one's for you. It's been waiting for you. And yeah, it has. It really, really has. I remember one of the things that you mentioned to me was, how in the world were we pals, if you want to call it that, for almost 2-3 years, writing back and forth, and, you know, all this before social media even existed, and yet I never made it out to New York. And, you know, I'm sure it was a financial thing. I mean, I didn't even have enough finances to make it to like a 4-year university, college, what have you. I went to community college and dabbled in a bunch of stuff, but you know, never really locked into anything. You know, I did take theater acting. I took a screen acting course, so you never know. You might see me in a straight to home video movie one of these days. Oh, which reminds me, one of the concepts I had for this when I started was to dub this the Breakfast Club. Since, yeah, I'm having breakfast and you're here along with me, listening to me ramble. But I was thinking about that movie, and I was like, you know what? She reminds me of Claire, the Molly Ringwald character. You know, simply because she's the popular girl. You know, back when I met her, she was very bubbly. I mean, she still is. Just the way she is with people. You know, she has a great, great personality, you know? And it's very evident. So anybody that comes along her path, realizes that she has an it factor to her. So, kudos to, her hubby and her three kids. He is having his 3rd kid soon, so that will be child. Kid sounds like a goat or whatever. And I'm looking forward to experiencing that with them. They had 2 previously, a boy and a girl. So this should be interesting, you know, like as old as he is, 42 like myself, that should be fun, you know. I've always enjoyed living vicariously through him and his wife, having their kids, along with my brother and his wife having their one. You know, going through chemotherapy and and then making it through, but frying up whatever, count I had left. It's nice to be an uncle, or a stand-in uncle, as it were. I enjoy my dogs, so hey, that's fine. I'm good with that, So let me get, so anyways, I was talking about the Breakfast Club. And so she reminds me of Claire in the movie, at that time, I'm sure, and then I'm sure, I mean, she literally went on to marry the principal. So, good for you, and become an educator. So congratulations. I'm proud of your life path. I drive trucks, yet I dabble in social media. So, and I'm happy. I'm proud. I have a college degree. Like not many people I know can say they have a degree. So I'm at least happy that I have that. I am considering, an online bachelor's with Arizona State. Perhaps. I was actually going to go there back in the day and study communications. But the thought of like living there for a year first, with my grandmother on my mom's side, my mom's mom, I don't know. It just seemed like not the right decision at that time. Just to save money, to establish residency and whatnot, and then, but we would go over there to Tempe, Scottsdale, once a year to go see them. So, I was familiar with the area and the team and so forth, or the football team. But that like many things, that's water under the bridge. So, and then Nate's. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pin you as the Anthony Michael Hall character. He was a little nerdy in the movie, but I'm sure that cat ended up doing big things. Look at you, Mr. Entrepreneur. You'll try your hand in this. If that knocks you down, you get back up and you find something else, and then you've continued to be resourceful, resilient, and ever learning, both of you, ever learning, which that's the difference between you two versus me. I remember when I got my degree, I think it was in 99. I still had, I was in the ceremony, I walked, I did all that, but I still had to go back to summer school and take a political science course. And, I got an A+ in it. I finally got a professor that I could learn from, and, I wanted to be in his class, so I did well in that. And then I finally got my diploma in the mail. I think it was in the mail, in 2000. So I could say I graduated twice, back to back, like the Lakers or whatever, 99, 2000. But, but yeah, like when I finished, then I went and did the whole, working in a hotel. I did that for 10 years. And then I fell into, we ended up getting a home. So I needed to get a little bit more steady income. Ended up working for Nestle Waters for about 6 years, and now I'm doing what I've done, delivering to convenience stores, working for a logistics company that handles primarily 7-Eleven. I've done that for 2 years. The hours are a little odd, but it works, but I think the difference was I was like, you know what? Yeah, I did the school thing. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and I'm done. Like, pack it up. I'm done learning, I mean, not done learning into the sense where I didn't want to learn anything else, but just formal learning, So anyways, it might be time to brush off some textbooks and see what I can do. But to be honest, I've always just thought of it as it's like a piece of paper you hang on the wall. Experientially, it does help perhaps when you're going into those job interviews. And I haven't had many. I usually am pretty loyal to a company. I'll stay there for years. Like with this job, I wanted to at least stay a year and a half, and then now it's morphing into 2 years because I just think that will look better on a resume. But, I could be fooling myself. Like a lot of people, they're all about making multiple streams of income, having your hand in this and that, and having cash flow, and so on and so forth. I think I come more from a blue collar mindset, like my dad. Although, back then, or even now, I would imagine teachers have pensions. So I mean, he's still making money and he's not working. He's retired. So I mean, I've always admired my father for being a hard worker and providing for us 3 kids and my mom. So I've learned from him. So it's good. It's good to have best friends like the two of you to continue to challenge me and to grow and to develop the skills that I do have. At one point, I thought I'd even be a pastor at some point, but that just never came to fruition. Anyways, I'm running out of time here, so I wanted to get all this in. Nate, your Taylor Swift Polaroid camera would be, okay, that's not it. Loves the game we want to play. Boy, never go out. Okay, so this one here, you look like my next mistake. That's kind of an homage to all the different things that we dabble in and then realize, okay, running into a brick wall, this isn't making us any money. Let's try the next thing. It says darling, but I'm going to change it for the sake of dude talk to dude. I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. You do know that I can be a handful at times. Let's see here. That's probably more for you. You got that James Dean daydream look in your eye. I remember when growing up, the girls that you would date, being like, why do they always go for him? Is there something wrong with me? Like, I don't know, like you're more tan. I mean, you're Chicano or Chicano, not Chicana. Or, you have some Mexican in you, right? I guess from your dad's side. So I always thought it was that. Here I am, some pasty white boy, and they're always going after you. But hey, at least, you can thank me for being your wingman. All right, and the last one, I don't know. I personally just like those heels she's wearing. This one says, I love the players and you love the game. So whatever, it just, hey, they're not all winners. That was just one of the better ones of the 14 postcards she had in there. Going through my stuff too, I found this. This is World on Fire by Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Very good hard rock CD. So since you both had birthdays, whoever tells me they want this first gets it. I already have a copy and it's pretty good. So I'm thinking, I don't even know. I'm thinking neither one of you maybe. But hey, I have it. If you want it, it's unopened. And that's a rarity. Usually get something open. It's like a Bundy gift. I don't even know where Bundy gift comes from. Ted Bundy? Ted Bundy? No, that's, I don't like, that's nasty. Or that's creepy. Ed Bundy, right? From Married with Children? It's Ed Bundy, right? Okay. Yeah.